everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. So I got some plans that I want to do, but first things first, I want to get this miner going. Second thing is, I want to get a hydrogen generator so we don't have to deal with the dumb solar panel, and maybe an event controller. Actually, the new event controller, we can mess around with that. Maybe with a timer block as well, so when we're low on power, we can press a button, and then as long as it's nighttime, then it will run the hydrogen generator. Or we could have two event controllers, or maybe, I don't know how the event controller works, so maybe you could do one event for controller. It just checks if the battery is less than 20% and it is nighttime, then it turns on the generator. Or if the battery is losing power, then turn on the generator. I think the most logical thing would just be to set it to, if it's less than 20%, then turn it on, as long as the button is on, of course. Because we'll probably want to be able to disable it in case, it's broad daylight and we're low on hydrogen or something like that. Anyway, so once we get the miner working and we get a better power system, I want to upgrade the assembling capabilities and the refining capabilities, because it's kind of slow and kind of painful. So once we do that, then I want to look into working on making wherever the mega base will be. Mega base, final base. Well, probably not final base. I don't know. We're working on the underground base. The final base might be a mobile base. I have no idea where this series will go. For all I know, it'll be episode 527, building a second mobile base ship of epicness that has every machine with full maximum efficiency and perfectly optimized with reactor cores that are running on ultra mega mode. Also, I kind of don't like the way these thrusters look, so I'm just gonna add 2 thrusters. That's literally it. What's the large one like? Alright, okay. So, yeah, I just want to add these thrusters here, because I don't like the look of them kind of out, without a thingy. Okay. So, yeah, let's get this miner done, but before we do that, we need to be able to get, what do I have on me, actually? Steel plates, components, stuff you need for a thruster, I guess. But, yeah, let's clear out all build planner, and, yeah, it's timed. What I want to do right now is, let's disconnect this rover, because it's going to just keep running out of power. And what I want to do is, I want to drive it out to an iron area and go and get a lot of iron. Fe. I think this is the closer one. Yep, that's the 700 meter one. So I want to go out there, I want to get a butt ton of iron, fill this rover all the way up with iron. So actually what I want to do is I want to quickly go and deposit everything in here. What I want to do is I want to go to here, I want to go only on this inventory. And I just want to get all of this out of there. So let's show only storage inventories, and then we've got the small cargo container that's not on this ship. So let's just transfer all of that off of the ship. Alright, that's now empty, and now it's all in there. So this rover should pretty much be empty. Anyway, so now, yeah, we'll go and fill this thing up with a butt ton of iron, and then we'll go and refine all of that so we can get that mining ship going. And then hopefully it'll be daytime. The day-night cycle is set to 2 hours, and since I usually make my videos roughly an hour long, Space Engineers wise, it means that it's going to be day. So this actually, it means that this whole video is going to be nighttime now that I think about it. I probably should change the day-night cycle from 2 hours to 1 hour. So it's, so we get a full day-night cycle every video. In fact, I'm actually just going to quickly do that. The only problem with reloading the game, I mean, it doesn't affect you guys, but it's annoying for me, is the fact that this world takes a long time to load, probably because of all the mods, and Space Engineers just generally takes a while to load. But yeah, this takes a while. And it's gonna get worse and worse the more progress is made in the world. Luckily, I found a fidget cube, so that's cool. So yeah, it should be 1 hour for a full day-night cycle. In fact, you can actually see that I don't think the sun was positioned like that earlier. So because of that, every episode there'll be a full day-night cycle. So you'll see half of the video will be nighttime, another half will be daytime. And I love this drill, but I cannot wait until I get a mining ship and I can store massive amounts. I actually don't know what's the cargo capacity on this thing. So RR cargo container. What is the RR cargo container? Okay, so that's a medium rover. Oh, that's probably short for the rover name. So that's a medium cargo container. So this thing has 1 medium cargo container. And I think the miner has 2 or 3 medium cargo containers. So it's not actually going to be that different. But the fact that it'll be able to mine faster will be better. And the fact that it flies will be considerably better. Yeah, the sky's the limit when you have a flying mining ship. Literally. Also, this is probably the most amount of resources that I've collected. It goes to show when you remove all the random components that were in that vehicle, it could store a lot of ore. So the fact that that mining ship can store more than that, it just goes to show how fast mining ships are mining. I probably should have put more in there. Drill rise. Yeah, this thing's pretty much full. It's now just filled up the drill. Oh, this thing is sluggish. But yeah, let's head back. Oh, it says antenna there. I need to keep that in mind because of the reavers. Oh boy, let's take this carefully. This thing has a lot of weight behind it, so one wrong move, this can go badly. Oh my goodness, that thing decelerates so slowly. Hey, the base has got power because the solar panel is finally working because it's daytime. Where's the solar panel aiming at anyway? I don't see the sun yet. That's definitely not the sun. I mean, it's bright and it glows, but it's not the sun. Let's go to the refinery. We'll give it the iron and the stone. We'll put the stone in front, then the iron, then the nickel, then the silicon, the cobalt, and the magnesium. That refinery's got a lot of work to do, though. Anyway, we now have power from this battery. I am going to go and turn this off so it doesn't consume power. This will be fully depleted in 2 minutes, so that solar panel isn't quite producing enough. In fact, it's not producing anything, so I wonder how the battery got power in there in the first place. Oh, maybe the sun was setting, because we saw the sun 5 seconds ago. Or maybe it's just rising. No, yeah, the sun was setting. But we are refining iron. I don't know why this thing is offline. You can turn that back on. I probably turned it off because I was messing with the solar panel. But yeah, let's get rid of these. And yeah, so what we're going to need... Well, you definitely need more power. Let's look into... Maybe we should look into getting... Oh, we don't have an OTH2 generator though. Other than on the rover. Nor do we have ice. So a hydrogen engine wouldn't be that useful unless we went out and got some ice and built an O2H2 generator. But we're going to need to do it anyway. And we're also going to need to find something to connect to this. I mean, we could just move the rover and do it there, but I think it would be better to have an aerial port that's in the air for the flying ships to connect to. So let's grab some conveyors. So we want to have this... we'll have it come up like that. Actually, you know what we can do? We can have this be a T-junction. So we can have a T-junction there. And then we can have a hydrogen tank down there. And maybe an O2H2 generator as well. Yeah, I think that would be smart. I mean, if the hydrogen tank gets destroyed, it's going to destroy everything anyway. So we'll do that like that. Actually, what's the connection-wise? There is a connection there. So maybe we should put the O2H2 generator there and the hydrogen tank there. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, so let's put the hydrogen tank right. I think we'll do it here. Because it'll be... I think it'll be more, like, protected. Because this is going to get pretty much taken out instantly. I mean, it's one missile away from destroying the whole thing, so... It's not really that protected, but... We got the connection... I mean, it doesn't hurt to have redundancy, but I don't think we really need it. But, now that we've got that, we can connect a corner... there, and a corner there, and then a connector will go here, so that way we can have a connector here. So, this thing doesn't have power because it's the middle of the night and the solar panel's dead. That's why, because the sun was setting. So, we're going to have to wait a while, and then the sun will come back. So, because of that, I think we should use this time to get some ice. But I think it would be smart to get some ice while we're waiting for it to become daytime, because then we're not just waiting. And then when it becomes daytime, we'll have ice. We can put it in the O2H2 generator, and we'll be all good to go. We also need a hydrogen engine on here, which actually I think would be smart to put. Yeah, actually, yeah, I know exactly how this is going to work. Okay. I got the plan. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the engine here. I think we'll have it upside down. It doesn't really matter. And then we'll have the hydrogen tank protected under here. Like so. Then we'll have the O2H2 generator here. Does that have a connection on the bottom? It does. So we have the O2H2 generator. I think what looks nicer? This side or this side? I kind of prefer that side. And then we have this go here. And then I think there's a connection on top of here. So we can just do that and then a connector. I need a little bit more steel plates, but... I think we'll do it like that. And so, let's grab the let's just quickly name the connectors too. So this connector will be rover connector. And this connector will be ship connector. Just so it's clear what they do. And we'll turn use for parking off just in case. And so yeah, so what we can do is we can turn the hydrogen engine on. And then the last thing I want is a button panel here. A vertical button panel. Oh, there's the button panel from the pedestal here, so you don't need the DLC. This is actually something I really like, because on large grid, the only option you had was the 4 button panel. But now, if you're a vanilla player, you can get this little button panel, which, I mean, doesn't look as nice, but it still looks good. And I think this one's I think we'll go with this one though, because it has extra buttons, so we could use that for, like, if we wanted to put the battery on recharge, or I don't know, or like the automatic systems and stuff like that. But yeah, so we can set this up to the generator once that's available. Anyway, so yeah, let's go and take the rover and get some ice. And we'll try and find the nearest ice marker. And we'll head over there. So what's the nearest one? There's one there, 522 meters. Obviously, it's that one. Obviously, it's the 522 meter one. So we'll go and head over to that one, and we'll go and get the ice. So when it's daytime, we can do some more things. And if it's not daytime by then we can just turn it into hydrogen for the hydrogen engine. And yeah, we'll be all good. Look, ice right here. It's that easy. Wow, that was already 2,000 ice. There we go. O2H2 generator, conveyor belt, hydrogen tank, and almost everything I need for the generator. But we should see that tank filling up with hydrogen. Yeah. I mean, I know it's wasteful of ice to only make hydrogen and not oxygen, but I can't be bothered. There we go. We now have a hydrogen engine. So finally, we can put this battery on recharge. After all of that, we can finally run it off. So what does this hydrogen engine make anyway? So the hydrogen engine has a max output of 5 megawatts. That's definitely charging that battery. Yep, so current input 5 megawatts, fully recharged in 3 hours. So what that means, so I didn't know this about hydrogen engines, but apparently they actually only consume the amount of hydrogen that they need. So they won't consume extra hydrogen, I think. But I know they don't produce excess power unless it's going to a battery. So like if I have a hydrogen engine and not a battery and some solar panels, when it's nighttime, it'll be running only enough to power all of the machines here that are consuming power. But then when it's daytime, it will consume less. Because it's because the solar panels are able to work. But if we want to, we can go and drag the hydrogen engine on here, and we can do turn block on and off. And now I can press this, and the hydrogen engine turns off. Then I can turn this on, and then you can see it turns on. And I can also go into the button. I can actually change what the text says, so I can just get rid of all of that. And yeah, I could just do on/off if I want to. So it just says hydrogen engine on/off, and rather than saying toggle on and off and extending too far. But yeah, but that will produce power, which is good because we are low on power. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to get some production now that we finally have power. But I would like to get the miner going. I think that's what I'll do next. Are we out of iron? Yeah, we're out of iron. Aren't we? Yeah, we're completely out of iron. But we can get that one thruster built, which means that this thing can go and chill. So we need more iron and we need more ice. Let's try and get that. Let's try and get that mining ship up and on the thing so we can fill up with fuel, and then we'll weld up the last bit. So the problem is that this thing has no way of moving. So when as soon as that landing gear gets destroyed, this thing's pretty much just gonna fall over. Yeah. So if we can kind of control that a little bit, that would be nice. But I don't know. But that would be good. That should be good enough to connect the rover. And then from there, the rover can kind of shimmy it into location. How did that get set on fire? What? It didn't get set on fire. Something else got set on fire. Oh, that got set on fire. And we don't have any small steel tubes, so that's a problem. Oh, and that got damaged too, but we can repair that. So that will now refine that. And yeah, I don't think there's any more iron. No, is there any iron in here? There is iron in here. It's just that the refinery is lazy, of course. It's always stupid, lazy. There we go. Iron. Yeah, this thing's got plenty of iron. It's just the refinery is not refining it. So yeah, this is the problem. So it's not we don't have a lack of iron. We just don't have enough refineries to refine all of it. So yeah, this is why we need to get more machines. What else is broken? Oh, the survival kit broke. That's why that's what's on fire. And that needs silver. Oh no. So now we definitely need that better refinery. But we can almost repair it. We just don't have the medical components. So, yeah, this thing's gonna be a bit weird. We can't move it, but we can drag it along the ground. So just like that. We won't be able to do it until we get the survival kit fixed, because that's the between point. So, I guess we have to go out and mine that silicon. There's a rock of silicon up, I think, over here. But we have silicon, we just need a refinery that can refine it. But yeah, this is just not going well. I assumed that we would be able to get all of those things that I listed earlier, all in one episode. Instead, I've spent pretty much the whole episode just waiting. Why can't you connect? There we go. The suspension was so compressed. Oh, we can probably turn the hydrogen engine off, actually. And save on resources. I'm assuming we don't have any ice. No. So, considering the refineries are on the rover, we probably could just go and get the ice. 'Cause, yeah, that's going to take a while, so... Look at this, we could just do wheelies. Okay. What do I think was going to happen? This is space engineers, of course. Space engineers hates it when you rub things against the ground. I don't know why I thought any different. So not only did we just lose 600, like, steel plates, and the... my biggest enemy is my own stupidity. Why do I do these things? So there goes that connector and the refinery. Oh, because I thought it would be cool if the car did a wheelie. I think this is just the episode of failure. Lack of progress. I mean, I feel like I've made quite a bit of progress, but I also feel like I've barely made any progress. Anyway, this rover is completely full of ice, so there should be plenty of ice. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be much I can do with it considering the connector's broken. I also don't know why I really got ice because, well, I need it for the thingy, but I need iron to actually build stuff. But anyway, let's go and get those medical... Let's go and see if I can get the little bit of silver out of there and make those medical components. I doubt it's enough, but better than nothing. Is that enough? No, nowhere near. So, that's annoying. We're going to need a refinery if we want to get that medical kit online. I might just replace it with a cargo container. But yeah, that was just real stupid of me. Alright, so let's see if I can get this mining ship online and working while there's a fire in the middle of the thing. It should work because there's a connection that actually goes from that connector to the thingy and then over to the connector, so it actually bypasses the survival kit. So it should be able to run through and supply this thing with hydrogen. I think I'm a little too high up though, so I need to lower the wheels. Alright. So, that ship should be able to work now. In theory. Sounds like it. The game's lagged. It's frozen. Okay, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's just save real quick. This thing can't go up. I don't think it has enough hydrogen. Is the H2O2 generator working? Yeah, okay. It's consuming ice. It's outputting H2. So it should have hydrogen in it. Maybe I've connected this up wrong. More hydrogen tanks. They haven't got hydrogen in them. So, what's the gas generator doing? Bottle, 2 bottles full, outputting hydrogen, 100 liters a second. Yeah, now they're filling up, I guess. They weren't filling up before. I'm not sure why, but this thing has hydrogen now. How much does it consume when it's trying to like fly around and stuff? Oh, not that much. Okay, so ooh, that kind of looks cool. I need to get this thing down though, because it doesn't have the. Yeah, I think it needs more hydrogen tanks. Considering, I mean, it was only like 2% hydrogen, but at the same time, that, I mean, 100%, that's gonna last like 2 minutes. It's not that great when this thing's full of cargo. And then I can put the minor batteries over here, recharge on off, and then the tanks on stockpile on off. So I can put the tanks all on stockpile, and then they can start filling up. Although they don't seem to be. I'm not sure why. Maybe the rover ran out of ice. No. Gas generator is outputting hydrogen. I think it does have hydrogen. It's just very little. So, if you liked the video, hit that like button. You like my videos, subscribe. So yeah. Bye.